In the last video, I have explained the Bohr's atomic model. And what are the important takeaway from that? Electrons are revolving in fixed orbits. And these are called as energy levels or stationary orbits. Why stationary orbits? Because when electrons are revolving here, these are not radiating energy. Now, these orbits are associated with certain energy. Here in this case, minus 13.6 electron volt, minus 3.4, minus 1.5. This values anyway we will prove later. Now, when they are revolving in an orbit that are not emitting any kind of radiation, but there is a possibility this electron can jump from here till here. How? By accepting energy. Minus 13.6 is lesser value, comparatively higher, comparatively higher. Okay, so this is a negative value. Okay, so negative 13, negative 3. So this can move from here till here. Now the only way where electron can increase its energy is going to an excited level. Okay, within the same orbit, it cannot change its energy because every orbits are associated with a fixed value of energy. Now, we have learned another important postulate, that is these orbits are designed or constructed in such a way that when electrons are revolving in those orbits, their angular momentum will be an integral multiple of h by 2 pi. The integral multiple means nh by 2 pi. N, where n is an integer. What is angular momentum? mvr. So in this video, we are going to calculate the value r, value of r. R means the radius of each orbit here. This is first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, or K, L, M. In the coming videos, we will see velocity, potential energy, kinetic energy, and total energy. These are very easy. With r, we will find the value of velocity. With velocity, we will find the value of kinetic energy because velocity and kinetic energy are related with an equation Ke is equal to half mv square. Potential energy we can find with the equation we have learned in electrostatics, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 by r. Adding potential energy and kinetic energy will be giving you total energy. But anyway, I will give you a detailed explanation in coming video. Here we are only going to look at this thing. What is this? Radius. We have got one value mvr is equal to ns by 2 pi. And one more equation we can draw from this condition, that whenever electrons are revolving in circular orbits, so I will make a picture here, a big picture here. Electrons are revolving in circular orbit. So electrons are having a negative E charge. Now if this is an atom having Z atomic number, it is having Z protons inside the nucleus. And what is the charge of a proton? Plus E. So what will be the total charge of nucleus? As nucleus is having Z number of protons. In the case of helium, atomic number is 2, which means that nucleus has got 2 protons. So here is Z atomic number, Z number of protons are there in nucleus, and total charge inside the nucleus is Z positive. Because other member inside the nucleus is neutron that has got no charge. So Z plus is attracting E in this direction. So electrons are supposed to come in this direction, right? Why electrons are not coming? Because this force has been used as centripetal force. What is that? When electrons are revolving in this direction in circular orbit, it needs centripetal force. What is the value? mv square by r. Now this centripetal force is provided by the Coulomb's attraction between electron and nucleus. So that is very important. Fc, centripetal force. Who provides centripetal force? Centripetal force has been provided by the electrostatic force of attraction between electron and nucleus, Fe. Or this is Coulomb's force of attraction. Okay. Now what is Fe? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. We have learned Q1 Q2 by r square. So here in this case, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. What is Q1? Z number of protons, positive Z number of protons. What is Q2? 1 electron minus E divided by r square. What is r? The radius of first orbit. Okay, this is very important. Substitute the value in this way. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Ze is Q1 and Q2 is nothing but charge of an electron, and r is nothing but radius of electron. So this one is equal to mv square by r. Centripetal force is mv square by r. Now we have another equation. With only one equation we can't get the value of r, because here m is mass of an electron, because centripetal force of an electron, right? Because electrons are moving in circular orbit. So mass of an electron we know anywhere. Velocity we don't know. R we don't know. So these two are unknown quantities. All other values are known quantities. Clear? Now with one equation there are two variables. So to solve this we need two equations. The other equation is this one. Now this is second equation. Now how to get the value of R? Here V and R both are unknown quantities. So we have to eliminate V from here. Then we will have all values as non-quantity. So what we will do in this case, either we will substitute the value of V as NH by 2 pi into MR in this equation, and there we can get the value of R. That is one way, but that is, that will involve a lot of steps. So better what I will do, I have an equation here in this way, right? So where mass of an electron into velocity square divided by R is equal to so and so. From here I can easily get the value of mv. What is mv? I will take R this side. So mv is equal to NH by 2 pi into R. What I have done, I have taken R to this side, so that mv is equal to NH by 2 pi R. I have mv square here. So if at all, if I am able to, get this equation as mv power 2 or mv power 3, I can easily substitute mv. See, I'll repeat it. If this is mv, I can directly substitute this value over here. Okay, as of now, this is mv square. So how can I bring mv here? I will multiply with one more m. So if I am multiplying it here, the equation will go wrong. So I have to multiply here as well. Mass of an electron. Both the end I have applied. So this will now become m square v square divided by r is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 ze minus e. These are multiplication divided by r square into mass of an electron. Clear? Now what is the problem? I have m square v square here, but I have mv here. So m square v square can be taken as mv the whole square divided by r is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 ze into minus e me divided by r square. Now I can substitute the value of mv here. What is that? nh by 2 pi is mv, right? mv, so this one is 3. So I am going to substitute 3 in this equation. Let's say this is 4. So 3, when I am substituting in 4, I am substituting for mv as this one in this equation. So this square divided by r is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 ze into minus e. So minus I can cancel here. I mean, I am not cancelling it on purpose, because I am going to finally get the value of r, right? So this has to be a positive quantity. So the direction I am going to eliminate. So this negative sign represent that the force will be in this direction. That is the only meaning of this negative sign. So I am eliminating from all the part of the equation. Just I am taking the magnitude. Okay. So in the answer sheet, you can say that taking the magnitude, the positive sign can be eliminated. Negative sign can be eliminated, because negative sign represents only the direction. So ze into e divided by r square me. Now what we will do, we will square it, nh by 2 pi r, right? nh by 2 pi r. So this is equal to n square h square. This is 2 pi square, right? So 2 pi square can be written as 2 pi into 2 pi. Now r square. So that is 2 pi the whole square into r square, and this r will also come to the denominator. This r is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 ze e divided by r square into me. Now one r square and another r square can be cancelled. So take r to this side. So r is equal to, and one more thing, I am cancelling 2 into 2 4, and 4 here, pi cancelling. take epsilon 0 here. So epsilon 0 n square h square divided by z e into e. So that will become z e square, and m e will also come here. Yeah, m e will also come here. So I have epsilon 0 n square h square. I have taken z e square here. M e also I have taken here, and I have one more pi. This pi. So what is the value now? R is equal to epsilon 0 n square h square divided by pi z e square into m e. Very nice. See, we got the equation for R. See, now substitute the value of epsilon 0 n square h square pi z e square and m e. All the values we know. What is this permeability? N. What is n? N I can substitute in the case of first orbit. I can substitute it as 1, second orbit 2, third orbit 3. So this value of n represent which orbit, about which orbit we are talking about. H is Planck's constant, pi we know, Z atomic number, E charge of an electron, Me mass of an electron. On substituting, so here we should know value of Z and E. Z means about which atom we are talking about. N means now it's which orbit you are going to find the radius vector. For example, in the case of hydrogen, for first orbit, hydrogen have atomic number 1, and here I will substitute Z is equal to 1, N is equal to 1. Now for hydrogen second orbit, Z is equal to 1, N is equal to 2. For hydrogen third orbit, Z is equal to 1, N is equal to 3. For helium, Z is equal to 2, N is equal to 1, first orbit. Now for lithium third orbit, lithium is atomic number 3, hydrogen, helium, lithium, yes. Z is equal to 3, and third orbit, N is equal to 3. So this you have to substitute here, and you can get the value of R. Thank you.